Hey folks, happy Thursday. We continue our prayer calendar. The word for March is prayers. As United Methodists, we pledge our prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness to the church and the community. So this month we are thinking about prayers. And so today is Thursday, March 2nd, and the prompt on today says Jesus prayed, and there's two scriptures, Mark chapter 1, verse 35, and Luke chapter 5, verse 16. I'm going to go to Mark chapter 1, so Gospel of Mark, first chapter, verse 35, and focus my time on that today. Mark 1, 35. Mark is the second book in the New Testament. It is the shortest of the Gospels written. It is the earliest of the Gospels written, around the year 70, 75, something like that. And it is one of the two Gospels that doesn't include Mary and Joseph and angels and wise men and all of that. There's no birth of Jesus. John the Baptist starts teaching one day, and Jesus pops out of the wilderness. Here he is, out of a bush. I'm here. I'm an adult. And here we go. Let's get to work. And one of the first things that he does is Jesus goes to Simon Peter's house, so Peter's mother-in-law's house, and spends a whole day of healing at that house. And it says, everyone from the village brought their sick to him, and they're infirmed, and he healed them. And it was a wonderful day of goodness and celebration and love. And then we get this passage, this verse, chapter 1, verse 35, where it says, in the morning, while it was very dark, he got up and he went out to a deserted place, and there he prayed. And there are times in the Gospels in which we see that Jesus goes away to places because he is trying to get away from people, just needs to have a moment to himself, to breathe, to rest, to relax. He goes away at times in which he is seeking an answer to something, like he does in the Garden of Gethsemane. He goes away for multiple different reasons. So it's not just to just pray. There's a purpose behind it. And in this story, I get a sense that the purpose was to find out what to do next. If you were to read on in this particular story, you see that Peter and the others, they come and find him. They're like, oh, Jesus, we couldn't find you. We were afraid that you had left. And come back and let's do today what we did all day yesterday and heal all of our loved ones. And there's some more, and it'll be this great. We'll just keep this revival sort of right in our own house. And Jesus says, no. All of these villages around the Sea of Galilee, we have to go to all of them. God called us to all of those villages. That God is not just for us, that God is for everyone. Now, whether Jesus knew that, or whether he discerned that and knew that prior, whether he discerned that in this moment of prayer is unclear to us. But what's clear to me is that he went and prayed, and when he was done praying, he was able to communicate God's desire separate from everyone else's desire. He was able to differentiate between what God wanted him to do and everyone else wanted him to do. And maybe prayer even helps us differentiate between what God wants us to do and we want us to do. So this kind of discernment nature of prayer, I commend it to you. When you enter a time of prayer, go purposeful. What are you hoping to happen during? Are you discerning something? Are you trying to just rest more deeply into the presence of God? Are you trying to get to a place where you're opening your life so that God can speak to you? What is it? And Jesus went on this day, perhaps purposeful, and as a result, great discernment came from it. God bless you. Have a great day.